Beautiful ignited souls, we are ready for a new creation. Beautiful ignited souls, it's time for a tea break. Tea break. I'm looking for my cup. Well, although, where's my cup of cup? Okay, but it's time for a tea break. So get your tea because this is a new day. We are doing a new thing. We are breaking the law of silence. Breaking the law of silence, people, because it's a new era. We have left the 0 point. I'm going to show you how we have met the 0 point, and now we in the new Genesis. So stick around, get your coffee, as I say, and stay ignited as we get on to this exciting journey. Now, I have done a video to show that this is really going to be like a catastrophic event or day or whatever it is. But I also believe that, of course, Babylon fell so we could build new walls, new ideas, new creativity, new things, new, and as I say, it's a new Genesis. We know this is already happening everywhere, but this day is a demarcation. It's like a mark. In fact, I was reading about Brexit. They had a time as well that they actually had the 23 hour, at 11, 23 hour. So there we are looking at the new year is 1 the 1st of January 2022. So we are going to look at what exact vibration this really holds and how you can now raise your conscious awareness to manipulate this vibration, this energy. It's like it was a fridge. It's there, but what are you going to use it? Are you going to switch it on? Are you going to put something to preserve it? Preserve some item in it or whatever it is. So this is a year, I say this is a year of planting. What are you going to plant? What are you going to preserve? Let's see how you can, get some ideas here, because this is about eating. We eat with words. We eat words. We eat. That's what they say. I'm going to make you eat it. You just swallow that. Take that back. Eat it. The word take actually has eating it. TEA. Okay, so just say now, let's look at the date, but let's begin with 0, because you may have heard a lot of people tell you about, yeah, we were in the 0. And yes, we were. Okay, but the 0 is where the seed is. The 0 contains everything. It is Mother Earth. It is the universe. It tells us everything that we need to, what we need to do. So it's actually 8. It begins with 8, people. It begins with 8. Now, I'm so excited about this. Don't know why exactly, because I have done videos on this already. But the gods, which I'm going to invite, the 14 gods that you are the embodiment of. Remember the number 14, which I'm going to invite, the 14 gods that you are the embodiment of. Remember the number 14 or 41. 14, Jesus Christ, which we revere in the Christian society, came from the lineage of 14 generations of 14, and there were four names, if you like: Abraham, Babylon, David, and Christ. So this is the 4, which I will do numerology on those, because I know that David actually equals 22. I think David, let's do this. The gods are saying to do it, so this is 4149 4. Now I'm seeing all these 4s there, and the 14 and 41, which tells us something about David here already. So this is 5, this is 9, 9, 9, 18, 19, 20, 22. I'm correct. I have a splendid memory. So David is 22. Actually, we could say that we are in King David's year. I think that the years should begin to have their names proper. These four from 2020 to 2024 should definitely have the year, these 4 years, because they are foundational. Okay. And this is where all the partnerships is happening. Remember, David was the king after God's heart, but also David was the one who would go, have his, he would have his concubine, or he envied another person's wife and had the man killed, the husband killed in the forefront of the war. So being a king, he could send the man to the forefront of the war. So this is telling us here that this year 2022 is going to, which I really should have here, so we are on the first here, 2022. Hope you can see this, which is a year 8. And so this is what we really want to work with. So let's put this 8 here. We are talking about 8. And of course, David was he was a musician. He was all about, remember that he danced naked. The word, this is what people, I want you to understand. The Bible is all numerology. So he danced naked. Naked. Okay, so this is 5, 1, 2. I'm saying this because I know it's 8. So 5, 4. So this is 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 and 5 is 17. And this is God. God equals 17, and this is 8. We are in a year 8. Let's call this the King David's year. I think that's what I'm going to call it. The King David's year. It's 8. Today marks the date of King David's year. Let's have that here. King David. That's why all the Psalms are there. The Psalms are palms. That's the same word that creates. So King David's year. Y-E-A-R. Okay. So let's look at 0. I put this there, it's there, and even if I wipe it, like we are told to wash and wipe, these are the vibrations. When you were told to wash your hands, these are the vibrations. This is all ritualistic, people. This is what that actually creates. Okay, so we have the 8th year. Then we have E. I also see E as 5, which is Mother Eve. So here we have King David and Eve. Then we have 9. I'm not sure who I'm going to say 9 yet, or the 0 or the naught, which is also 6. So of course that will come. So our Romeo comes to mind. Okay, so let's add this up. So this is 15, 20, 28. 2 8s. Now, this tells us, if everything comes from not, if everything contains that we are, basically it is like not is a twisted. We have these as broken symbols, representations, if you like, of our action, our motion, or signposts, or things like that. And this is why they tell you 8 is a very strong number, because it is just smooth going round and round. You cannot really tell exactly where you're at, because there is not a point to say like a 5, or you reach here and you think, oh, there is nowhere to go again, so I have to come back and do this and so on, or there was an end here or an end here. There are no ends in 8. And this is why, of course, with Moses, which equals 8, Moses, of course, went up the mount, he went down, or whatever it is that was happening, he had to break the tablet because of frustration and everything like that, and that was breaking the tablet so he could begin to see. Okay, so 2 8s, we could say a 16, 1 plus 6, because we are also told to multiply. Here we could see, the gods are saying to me here, use all the 4 mathematical construct here. So we could say 2 8s are 16, this is 7. We could say 2 plus 8 is 10. I'm just going with what I'm told here. This is that. So first of all, we have 2 8s, which is the multiplication sign here. Then we have 2 plus 8 is 10. This is the plus. Then we have 2 minus, so divided, or we need to do division. 2 into 8 is 4. 2 4's 8. So this is what we need here. Let's just take the division. So that's the division. 2 into 8 is 4. So this is 4. We have 4. And then we have 2 minus. The minus 2 minus 8 is 6. Right. So 6. Now let's add this up. Then we have 10, 16, 10, 17, 18. So 1 plus 8 is 9. So basically, on the numbers that we have, that we work with for numerology, is numbers 1 to 9. We can see here that actually the 0 is that it breaks, or it contains all of the 9 numbers 1 to 9. Right here is that. So 0 is showing us through the multiplication, or all the 4, which is containing like the 4 elements, the 4 seasons, the 4 gospels. All this is actually the same people. It's actually the same. We have we could say spiritualize everything, and that's we are missing the big picture because we have not been taught numerology, and to look through numerology to see how those who are in the know are actually using this to create whatever it is, and then we are left with the crumbs. Now we are going through this, knowing ourselves, know thyself, and so we can learn to actually eat of the deliciousness of numerology. So we have seen all of the 0 contains 9. However, when we add all this together here, we see that it gives us 10. Now, why, looking at 10 here, it's very easy to see how 10 comes like this. The symbol, actually, it's like it's split, like showing like a cell, the 0 or the naught had split, and it's taking shape. So 9 is really the construct of 0 and 1, isn't it? And so we are looking, however the universe is mirroring things back to us, or of course we also have binary code, which is 01010101. And this is what we are happening here. We have been here, and we see that this is happening. So look at 10. Let's look at 10 now. So now you have seen how 0 contains everything. So we are moving. Of course, it shows us how we are 10. 2 plus 8 is 10, because we are adding here. Because now in this new, I was always wondering in Genesis, for instance, basically we always for in this new beginning, or ending rather, you always would see, and every from the second, which is from the second verse, you'd see and the earth. And the third verse would be and God, and the fourth and God, and God, and God. All of this is that vibration that is being carried and being repeated and being strengthened each time, even with our reading of this, because we are the word. So we understand the word and is actually 10. So actually, when we are using 10, like the word and, which is add, ad, we are actually reverberating or having copies of that vibration. So then 10 is this, which equals 255 equals 12. Of course, 12 is 3. Now again, because numerology is not just the symbols, it's words and the symbols that we have. So it's like the masculine and feminine. Although the numbers have masculine and feminine, but also the language of the 26 letters we have been given and the 9 numbers, numbers 1 to 9, from which we create through language or activate from within us to create, because that is what we are doing, creating or recreating. It's the same word. So while we are doing this, is that we are actually reverberating the energies. So 10 with 3 is actually the Father. Well, we speak of the Trinity or Father, Son, Holy Spirit, or the elements that we are coming in through here. But the word 3, which is 3, THREE, is 28955, which equals 29. 29 is 11. So people, here we see how we now form 2. Now this is how we form 2. So basically there is a coming together and of course forming 2. It's almost like I'm getting that the placenta of someone birthing, and of course this is the dying. That's the death aspect. Well, we're on 17 minutes already. Okay, so because I really want to show this, how we come from 0 and how we are in this 8th cycle. Okay, so of course, we have seen 8, as I say, is the emblem of all there is and of the not. But also, 8 gives us like the emblem of 2 zeros stick together. This is the illusionary aspect because everything is in twos, everything comes in pairs. So we have 2 arms, 2 nostrils, 2 mouths, 2 eyes, 2 eyebrows, whatever, all of those that we have is really depicts that which we are. So we actually are of 2 zeros. So when we speak of the not here, is that like the cell, CELL. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, like the cell, CELL. And of course you have, this is free, 5, free, which equals 9, and this is 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. So we could see this is where we have the cell splits, and then there are 2 cells. This is the 0, 0 here, the 8, 8. So we have another cell which equals 14. 14 and 14 is 28, and of course this is also 5. 5 plus 5 is 10, which is what we have done. So we can see right here that having these 2 cells also come together and give us this 10 as